Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I am Sri Bhagavan Drishti, and today and many days following today, I will be expounding on various different laws coming out of the Manava Dharma Shastras, dealing with the laws of Manu, right? Who is the progenitor of mankind, who would be our version of Noah, even though it predates Noah in the Bible. But yes, so without further ado, I will be covering information regarding teachers and priests, more specifically teachers, instructors, gurus, mothers, fathers, etc. Now keep in mind, as I'm reading this text, you will often hear the words twice born man, which is referring to one who has been born again, initiated into the knowledge and wisdom of the Vedas. So here we begin at 140 in chapter 2. The twice born man who initiates the pupil and teaches him the Veda together with the ritual text and the secret text is called his teacher. 141. But a man who teaches one portion of the Vedas, or even, again, the subsidiary text of the Vedas, and does it to make a living, is called the instructor. See, so clearly it's differentiating teacher and instructor here, right? 142. The priest who performs the rituals, beginning with the infusion of the semen, in accordance with the rules, and feeds the child his first food, is called the guru. Right? 143. The priest who is chosen by a man and performs for him the preparation of the sacrificial fires, the domestic sacrifices, and sacrifices such as the praise of fire, is called his officiating priest. So now, clearly there's a difference between, right, the teacher, instructor, right, the guru, and the officiating priest. And let me continue to read 144. The teacher who fills the pupil's 2 ears with the Veda, not in vain, is to be known as his mother and his father, and he must not act with malice against him. Think about that one for a minute, right? Somebody's coming to learn the Vedas from somebody for the first time, right? That person who is disseminating the Vedas, who is spreading the information, enlightening him with the Vedic knowledge, is to be known as his mother and father. And that's nothing demoting when referring to someone as that. That's actually exalting, and it actually puts you in a great position of being a student under a guru, right? But yeah, let me continue reading on 145. The teacher is more important than 10 instructors, and the father more than 100 teachers, but the mother more than 1,000 fathers. Like, I could stop right there and unpack, right, on the emphasis of mother and father, right? And even just, even if we built on the teachers, which is more important than 10 instructors, because most people are instructors of the Vedas. So we won't get into that right now, but we will continue to read on 146. Between the one who gives him birth and the one who gives him the Veda, the one who gives the Veda is the more important father. For a priest's birth through the Veda is everlasting, both here on earth and after death. 147. that his mother and father produced him through mutual desire, and he was born in the womb, he should regard as his mere coming into existence. 148. But the birth that a teacher who has crossed to the far shore of the Veda produces for him through the verse to the sun god, in accordance with the rules, is real, free from old age and free from death. 149. And the man who gives him the benefit of the revealed canon, a little or a lot, he too should be known as his guru here, because of that benefit of the revealed canon. 150. The priest who brings about the Vedic birth of an older person and who teaches him his own duties becomes his father according to law, even if he is himself a child. So that's clearly saying that even if I'm in my youth, even if I'm a child, if I impart Vedic knowledge and I bring about a Vedic birth, which leads to somebody becoming a second born, right? I am default the father to the one I'm spreading in, really giving birth or giving Vedic birth to. Right? I am the father. You have the status of a guru or a father or a mother if you're a woman, right? Which is very important, which teaches you that, you have more than one father. And that really, traditionally, your mother and father is your yogini gurus. They are gurus to you, right? So let me continue on. 151. When the poet who was born in the family of the Angirases was still a little child, he instructed his ancestors and called them my little sons, because he excelled them in knowledge. 152. Full of indignation, they asked the gods about the matter, and the gods assembled and said to them, the little child spoke to you correctly. 153. For an ignorant man is really a child, and the one who gives him the Vedic verses is his father. People call an ignorant man child, and a person who gives Vedic verses father. 154. Seniority comes not through years or gray hair or wealth or relatives. The sages establish this law. The man who has learned the Veda with all of its subsidiary texts is great among us. 155. The seniority of priests comes from knowledge, of rulers from manly power, of commoners from wealth in grain, and of servants alone from birth. 156. A man does not become old by virtue of his gray hair. The gods regard as an elder the man who, though young, has learned the Veda. 157. A priest who has not learned the Veda is like an elephant made of wood, like a deer made of leather. These three bear nothing but the same. As an important man produces no fruit in women, as a cow produces no fruit in a cow, and as a gift made to an ignorant man is fruitless, so a priest who does not know the Rig Veda is fruitless. So, people, think about this very deeply and understand the importance of a Vedic birth, which leads to you being second born and having a father, right? And honoring the father, respecting the one who is the preceptor, the weight preceptor, which is what a guru means, right? Who is imparting the Vedas into you, which will lead to you ending your birth down here on earth, right? And this so elegantly explains why people are referred to as Babaji, who have Vedic knowledge, who have Vedic birth, who are your weight preceptor father.